So I want to talk about the shift that has happened in my life recently, which has been a shift where I've given up on a dream that I've had for a long time, and I actually feel better for it. So, to put some context into this, a while back I had this dream of reaching millions of people through my YouTube channel and just making spirituality something mainstream, something that people could recognize could transform their lives. And the goal was really about helping people actualize their potential. And and through the years, I've gotten now to this place where I have my family. I still study spirituality. I'm still disciplined. I'm still learning. But now I don't have the same desire as I did before. And this is important because it came from a realization, which was you don't have to do it big all the time, or it doesn't have to be huge. And really, I'm still connected to my purpose. If anything, I feel like I'm much more involved with the process. I'm a lot more centered in my approach. I'm a lot more patient, but I'm also a lot happier. Like I feel like I'm on my purpose, regardless of how that looks like. So what's happened is I've been called to focus on my immediate environment, meaning my family, meaning my job, and then my business will be put further back. So it used to be my family and my business. Now it's my family and my job, and mainly because my job is my main source of income, but also because I need to focus on improving myself in at my job. Like if I'm gonna spend 30 to 40 hours a week at my full-time job, then I have to make sure that I'm improving there also. I can't be living a life where I'm giving it my best in every area except in my job. So I'm talking about living a holistic, integrative life. So that means I have to be able to say that that how I do anything is how I do everything, and I have to be able to practice what I preach. And so now I'm slowing down with my business. I'm putting more time into my job so I can learn and become a better server, basically, because I work at a restaurant. And but that also has led to me taking a more laid back approach in my content and pushing authenticity over anything else. Because back then I used to struggle. If I really want to make it big, if I really want to reach millions, then I have to hit all of these different requirements that have been set forward by the public, like YouTube experts. I have to hit those points, unless or else I'm not doing it right. So there's kind of me rebelling against that, realizing that at the end of the day, it's really just about your truth, what you hold within yourself, and expressing that to the fullest, and not letting anything get in the way of that, even if it is yourself. And I've been getting in my way. I've been getting in the way of my expression because I've been overthinking my posting. I've been a perfectionist, and even this channel within itself is kind of my rebellion against that lifestyle, that approach. And so I have given up on that dream of reaching millions because I realized that maybe I can live that dream just expressed differently, right? And I can live that dream right now. And if I could live that dream right now, what would that look like? Well, it would basically just be me influencing my environment and being conscious of how I'm influencing that environment, and knowing that the power that I hold within myself to change my circumstance and to also influence other people's lives. So that means not just reserving the best of myself for YouTube, but having my best of myself everywhere I go. and constantly challenging myself to do that, even when it's hard. And so last week, I was reflecting on this desire. I saw it. I saw the dream, like me wanting to reach millions of people. And I realized, wow, like, I don't feel really called to that anymore. I don't feel like I need to live that life anymore. And the reason is because I have I go to the Arcane School, which is an esoteric training school, and the way they approach, like just through my meditation and through going through the training, and seeing that the servers of the world, they don't need to be in the public. They can be in the background. They can just be quietly living their lives and influencing people in their immediate circumstance, and just and not having to make it big. Like I have a mentor, so a supervisor that's watching my training. I just send monthly reports, and she returns back anything that could be of help. And I was like, the fact, like the amount of knowledge that she has, and I don't even know her. Like, she's not popular. She's not Aaron Abke or Aaron Dowdy or Clark Kegley, whatever, all these spiritual dudes on YouTube. She's not those people. In fact, I actually like the fact that she isn't, because it seems more real. She's not doing it for the numbers. She's doing it just because she genuinely wants to help people. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, I understand the appeal of just having a laid back life, not having to be in the public, and just serving people at a smaller scale, but still progressing in your journey. That doesn't mean you stop progressing. It's just you become much more focused on understanding that you can change the world little by little, and the change is first within yourself. So you don't have to make it big. In fact, like the biggest people, it takes them years to get to that point. And I also, and so that led me to realize that, obviously, like I snapped back out of it, and I was like, okay, I understand now. I understand what the other side. I understand what it would mean for me to fail. Because for me, failure would mean me not reaching the millions of people. It would be me walking away from that, or not desiring that, or giving up on that. But it's almost paradoxical, where like now that I understand the other side, and I could see myself being a failure in my previous eyes, now that I understand that, I actually have more power now, because I'm not so influenced by this necessity to be perfect. I'm doing it just because I want to do it. And even if it is one person that's watching me, or even if it means years of nobody watching me, the fact that I'm still doing it because it's just my desire to serve, it's me living my truth, and I'm doing it however I can, regardless of, I'm just posting it, like that's all that matters. And as long as I'm committed to that process, then something will happen. I can't really tell like what it is gonna be, how it's gonna play out, but I'm doing it, and that's the most important thing. Like, that's the only thing you can ask for, really. So now I'm just like here, and I've realized I like what I'm doing. I like the fact that I have multiple channels. I think that's something that nobody does, and I think that's something that YouTubers advise against. And I'm moving against the grain. I'm going with my own flow. I've decided to live my life the way I want to, and the rules that I have used to succeed in different areas of my life, whether it be dance, relationships, school, or even just like my profession. The rules have been the same. They're universal, which is, learn the technique, transcend the technique, and make it your own. And now I think these years that I've put into business, all of these different techniques that I've used to be able to get to that goal of like millions of people, me impacting millions of lives. Now I kind of realize that I've learned the tools. Now I'm going to rearrange it all. I'm going to break the rules, and I'm going to do what I think is best. what is best for my authentic expression, not for a specific goal, that I have in mind, but what is best for my soul, for the development of my soul and the development of the environment around me, and for the people around me. What is the best? So that's a switch, and for you to think about, the reason that I say this is because now when you're in this position, you don't really care what everybody else is doing. You don't really care about what the other person is doing. You're not caring about comparison. You're not caring about whether what you're doing is perfect. All you care about is whether you're living your truth, and whether you're dedicated to the process, and you're showing up every day, and that's it. And you're committed to just improving little by little. So it doesn't have to be that big. And if you find yourself in the position where you're a spiritual person and you want to help people, I'd say slow down and figure out how you can help yourself in the now, and how you can build yourself up, and what are those conversations that you're not having with the people in your immediate environment. What are the boundaries that need to be created? What are the relationships that need to be developed? Because I've realized this now, like in my work, I've showed up as my best self more recently, where I'm having conversations with my coworkers, I'm having conversations with my managers, I'm speaking my truth, I'm letting them know my boundaries, but I'm also coming to them in a way that is compassionate, having those crucial conversations that can be tough to talk about when there's a conflict, just showing up and letting and speaking my truth, and also showing my commitment to them, to them as a co-worker slash to them as a co-worker, right, or as an employee, and also the same thing with my family, like showing up as a husband, showing up as a father. Am I fully there? Am I really achieving that role? Am I really maximizing on that? And the truth is that I haven't been, not completely, because I've put my business, my dream, before them, and it shouldn't be that. You shouldn't put your vision before your immediate environment. Your immediate environment should be a channel for your vision. So you must build your environment in a way that builds you up, or you must build yourself, and it's vice versa. It's you build yourself up in a way that builds your environment, and then the vision gets channeled through you, and so you become the higher self. You become the person you're aiming to be in the now, and beautiful things happen from there. It's really like what I want to push people. Stop trying to make it big. If you want to reach your higher self, you want to reach your highest potential, question, where are you not taking accountability? Where are you not being authentic? Are you putting this idea of perfection, are you drawing your attention towards that over the things that you have a responsibility to in the now? And I'll make a video on this also later, as like the thing that pisses me off is how people who are spiritual suck at 9-to-5 jobs. There's a reason to that, and I'll go into that in my next video, most likely tomorrow. But yeah, think about it. Really, really think about it. Spirituality is meant to enhance your life. It's not meant to take away from your physical reality. It's supposed to enhance it, as it is an aspect of it. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Stay lucid. Peace.